Hello, air signs, and welcome back to another reading. My name is Simone, and I'm here to give you a reading for this current full moon in Aries. Just a message from Spirit, a little insight into what's going on right now. I'm at another park, and a band is having rehearsal right over there. I don't know if you can hear it with my headphones in, but if you can, that's what's going on. All right. And the energy a little bit more. All right, this is a reading for air signs. Sun, rising, and north node position for the full moon in Aries. Happy birthday to the Libras out there. All right, Spirit. What are the energies going on right now for our air signs, our air, sun, rising, and north nodes? So, right now, right now, you're in a place of you're juggling your finances. You're currently learning lessons about responsibility and managing your finances, or potentially struggling with balancing them. You're also experiencing a change. I do think that this change is going to have a huge impact on your financial state. So it kind of depends on how this balances out. But in general, there's just a large change going on in your life, kind of a quintessential moment. And there's something under the surface that you are not aware of. I saw 203, so you're definitely being asked to keep a positive outlook. Don't imagine the worst from anything that's going on right now. Keep a positive outlook on your future, and trust your spirit team, trust your spirit guides, trust yourself in order to be able to navigate this change. But definitely kind of a balancing act situation going on, and something that you cannot see right now. Something going on under the surface. And I believe will be coming to light soon. Maybe a secret has recently been uncovered for you, or will soon be uncovered for you, that you've been wondering about for a while. Could I get some clarification on this Tower card? Three of Discs in reverse. Your collaborators, your crew of collaborators, is shifting. There has probably been a falling apart of some type of social circle that y'all were all creating things together and making a space together, and y'all had set plans to do things in the future. That is shifting. That wasn't actually meant for you, and y'all might have been planning for something that isn't either sustainable or just for you in the long run. I do think that it will have you coming out of a lost mentality. I think it'll be a good thing. Any more clarification for this Tower card, Spirit? Seven of Wands in reverse. You don't need to be as defensive. If you've had trust issues in the past, around who it is that you can be around and feel safe around and create around and all of those beautiful things, you're gonna be coming out of this defensive mode. Part of that is going to be because you're going to be working by yourself. We have 2, 3, and 4 of Pentacles out in this spread, so definitely your finances. And the Ace of Discs right at the bottom of the deck. definitely major shifts regarding your finances, definitely for your good. You're going to be working by yourself. You're definitely going to have to be putting in the work, but you're going to be curating something really beautiful, tending to something. Watchful eyes, though. So, sometimes you might want to keep some things under wraps to yourself. The projects that you're working on, you don't need to share with everybody every step of the journey that you're doing right now. But what it is that you're creating, there's a potential for it to be very bountiful, and create some type of foundation for you. Spirit, can I get some clarification for this moon in reverse for our air signs with sun rising and north node placements? Oh, I wonder if they're done. Interesting. Okay, so we have the moon in reverse. Clarifying card was the sun in reverse, which didn't clarify anything. It just added more context. So you were both kind of lost in the sauce, very almost emotionally tied up, if that makes sense. Maybe getting caught up on the hidden messages and the information that you're and rather than being able to take the message and just follow your intuition, it's kind of a lot of information going on, a bit of turmoil, and then also you're lacking optimism towards the future as well. I think that there's a certain sense of uncertainty and feeling a lot a bit confused, a bit lost, a bit overburdened by, I want to say, yourself kind of right now. You're kind of a bit too analytical, if that makes sense. There's something that you've been thinking about and pondering and thinking over and over and over, and analyzing it and pulling it apart and trying to get a really clear answer for yourself, and kind of holding on a bit too much to control regarding your immediate future and how something's going to pan out, and you're holding on to the way that it makes sense for something to pan out for you. You want it to make sense in your mind, and so you're kind of over analyzing it and trying to pull it apart. But because of that, you're not allowing yourself to fully be optimistic towards the future and allow it to be everything that it could be, because it could be something really, really emotionally satisfying for you, really, really bountiful and beautiful and full of abundance and all of these things, but you're holding on to this, what would make sense, the logical thing. You're trying to make it make sense for you, and you're kind of controlling how you holding on to this narrative, and trying to control that narrative is keeping you from being optimistic, and also keeping you from really being able to listen to your intuition, listen to your spirit guides, and relax into knowing that it's going to be really bountiful and beautiful, knowing that it'll be something happy for you. Yeah, let's see what some of your challenges are to our air signs. Libra, nope, who is it? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and North Node. Some challenges, Spirit. Boop. Love. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I think the first challenge will be either a lover or somebody just really close to you that's that you are very near and dear to. Challenges in that relationship or in that dynamic, or just also challenges of love. Sometimes loves that you want, that someone might receive a love offering that you might need to reject, or someone might want to confess or offer feelings and they might not be reciprocated. Things like that, challenges around a particular partner or person in your life, in y'all's relationship. And then, sorry, there's a bug on my blanket. Boop. Goodbye. Okay. Next, once again, this happy ever after that is not looking too happy right now is another challenge. I really do feel like it is something about like you blocking your own manifestations by like kind of like 444 by being a bit too controlling and like self-isolating, like you're restricting yourself. And restricting, I think, like how you're imagining things could be. Release your fear-based thoughts so that you can soar, you know. If something didn't end the way that you wanted it to, like a relationship or a dynamic or something, like that hurts, but you need to like breathe through that and let it go, release it, because without endings, you can't have new beginnings. There's a cyclical nature to things, and so that's important. And then finally, 4 of discs. Some of y'all are going to be like working on a project soon. And that project is going to require you to actually pour your focus into one thing and work really hard at it and be diligent and have some type of structure. All of that structure that you always try and apply to your life and your destiny and your path, all of that control that you be trying to be putting on the future, don't put it on the future. If you have an urge to control something, then like give yourself some structure in how you like work on things and how you approach projects and things like that. Like you can redirect that energy so that it's not being used to like hold on to like a path that's not for you. Spirit, is there any advice for our air signs to help them overcome these challenges? Boop. Slow and steady wins the race, beloved. Sometimes you just gotta plug and chug. Like, not every... I know air signs, sometimes there's like, kind of like this flightiness to air signs. Like, I have an idea here. Oh, well, I have an idea here. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. And moving, like, we need to ground ourselves right now. And if you have something that you want to pursue or that you want to create for yourself, like, really be willing to, like, take the time and build in the steps. If you see, I just saw 654. 654 really means like building foundation for yourself, slow and steadily, because step by step you're laying a foundation that'll be sturdy for something to be built upon that will last for a really long time. And things that are rushed, like they just don't necessarily last as long. And so if you really want to build like something beautiful for yourself, you're gonna have to take the time to do it. There's not as many options as you think. Like, you're like kind of avoiding a clear answer to something. And like overindulging yourself when you could just... Yeah, I think this full moon in Aries will really highlight areas where you are avoiding like the obvious and like indulging your desire to not put in the work slowly and steadily. Highlighting areas where you can activate a little more actively and intentionally, and build something beautiful for yourself. Any more advice to overcome these challenges? Yeah, and what's done is done, and let it be done. You know, you've put in a lot of work. It's been a long journey. You might be tired. You might be carrying a lot. You might be carrying a lot, you know. And it's time to set down those things from this past journey. Those can be physical things, or they can, like, if you're moving, then, like, you don't need to bring all that shit with you. If you're just transitioning in life, like emotionally or like on projects and things, like you don't need if you're changing mediums in your artwork, like if you're going to become a musician and you used to be like a painter, like you don't need to bring all your paint tools with you to the studio. That's not useful for you because you're starting a new journey type of situation. Like let go of your burdens. You can share them with other people as well. Like, please feel free to, like, if you're feeling overwhelmed and things like that, like, definitely you can express those things and communicate those things. And maybe there will be people who can help you and help you feel more connected. But definitely now is a time for endings. You just gotta let them go. All right, air signs, it's been a blast. New beginnings await. Approach them voraciously. You know, you can definitely do this. If you have a project on your mind, definitely go for it. Like, but yeah, stop hesitating about starting something just because you know that it'll take a long time once you start it. Like, just let it take a long time once you start it, but don't put off the starting it any longer. If you need a sign, this is it. So air signs, thank you very much for joining me once again. I will be doing personal readings as well. I will include a little screen cap of that at the end of this video so that you can check it out, or you can check out any of the other videos if you have other placements. And I'll link them in the iCard above and at the end of the video. Is there anything else I need to say? Once again, happy birthday, Libras. And I guess that's it. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and please take care of yourselves. And I hope you have an enlightening and restful full moon. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye. Bisous, bisous.